Okay, now I'm just going to show you a little bit about Twitter chats. So you can either organize a Twitter chat or you can take part in a Twitter chat. I've already taken part in one. I've organized them before as well. So I'm more than willing to walk you through that. But on here, I'm just going to give you kind of a rundown of one that's already happened. So I'm back on TweetDeck again, and I've entered in the hashtag and created a column. So I'm going to look at this Scam PLN one because this is one I did with my group um, for Loyola, and we already did a Twitter chat. And so it starts off, you can schedule the tweets, which is what we did. We scheduled the tweets. We scheduled them roughly 3 to 5 minutes apart. If you're new to it, I would definitely do 5 minutes apart, or if there are a lot of people involved in the Twitter chat, I would space it out a little more, or else it's going to kind of overlap a lot. So you can schedule it here, schedule them about 5 minutes apart if you want to set up the Twitter chat. If you're not going to set up the Twitter chat, however, and you just want to take part in it, so the way that it works is that I'll go over here and I'm going to scroll all the way down. Okay, so what happens is there's a question that's tweeted out. So right here, we had, what is the purpose of a PLN? That was tweeted out, and then what everyone did was they would answer. So you put A1 for question 1, A2 for question 2, and so on. And you make sure that after you've typed in your answer to it, you're also hashtagging the Twitter chat. You have to hashtag that for it to pop up in here in the Twitter chat, or else it won't pop up in there. I constantly forgot and had to delete my tweets and then redo the tweets because you can't edit the tweet, which is one of my only real difficulties with Twitter. But you hashtag the Twitter chat handle, and then you go through, and while you're tweeting, you're also reading other ones. So I went through and I favorited people's that they said something that they liked. I know that Miss Kazin's class, which is Amanda, she tweeted about hashtag Target Teachers page, and that was on our Facebook. It is awesome. If you haven't already looked at it, go ahead and look at it, which is why I favorited that. Some people posted things. Okay, like up here, Sarah tweeted, I like to see how I can make teaching and learning more exciting. So I liked that, and I had something to say about it. You can retweet what they say. However, when you go to retweet it, if you just hit reply, you have to make sure that you do put that hashtag in there. When you go to retweet it, I always make sure when I'm doing a Twitter chat that I quote the tweet. Because if you just retweet it, it doesn't always include the hashtag and it doesn't always wind up in the same place. I was finding a lot of times it was just tweeting out to Twitter, not with the Twitter chat. So you can quote it, and when you actually do quote it, it gives you where you can type as well. So I was able to type here. And then once you are all done with your Twitter chat, if you want to, then you'll see here there's a Storify link. So what that means is that one of my teammates went to storify.com. It logs you in with you can log in rather with your Twitter. And when you do, you can search the stories up here, or you can create a new story. So if you create a new story, then what it's going to do is, hopefully not get stuck like this. Here we go. You can hit saved elements, or you can search. If I search the Scam PLN, it's going to pull up anything with the hashtag Scam PLN. Now, what that means is that you can add them all, or you can drag and just drop the best ones if you want to, and it's going to save in a story. So we've already made a story, and when you actually do save it, what happens is it comes up and it puts every single bit of the conversation if you choose to add them all. into this big story, so it's saved forever. You can then, if you want to tweet out, because it's hard, you can't tweet all of them in Twitter just the way they are, but you can tweet out this Storify and then other people can go back and see them at some other point. I will warn you that it is a little harder, actually it's kind of a lot harder to run a Twitter chat than it is to participate in them, but I would definitely recommend participating in at least one. It's a great way to reach out to other professionals and kind of get some other ideas. We were sharing other people in our PLN, our favorite PLN, and why to have a PLN and tips, and it was really helpful. As you can see, we have like a picture saying goodbye and that sort of thing. It's definitely something worth looking into.